Hello, 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 everyone. How are you? Come on in, come on in. Happy Sunday to everyone. Happy Sunday to everyone. Okay. All right. So, yeah. I'm not even laughing. I'm just, yeah. So let me do something really quickly. Um. Okay. All right. All right. So let me see. Donna's here. Isis. Hey, Kevin. It's Apple be clowning. Okay, listen. I am not here this evening to get into any of the I'm here completely for energetics. Okay. I'm just here for the energetics. Okay. Um, Kev, Donna, worldwide collaborations. Hey, Shark Tank Life. Yeah, I'm just here for the energetics of it because we all know what happened or what someone wanted to happen yesterday. I am not here to go into, do you like the man? Do you not like the man? I just want to show you all some things and then maybe answer a couple of questions via tarot. If anyone has any. I was asked by someone um, if I was going to read on this. But when it did happen, I kind of looked into. Listen, there are always a lot of things happening astrologically, right? And if you know, you know, right? So I just want to kind of present some of this information to you all. And again, like I said, if people have any questions, tarot wise, we can get into that too. So give me 1 second. Let me tell my love. Okay. All right. So yeah. Hey, sweet Ace of Silhouette. The energetics are crazy right now. Hey, Flora girl, how are you doing? Okay. So let me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What I want to do is I want to start with um, one of the biggest things going on. Okay, one of the biggest things going on, one of the biggest things happening as of tomorrow. Okay, because I kind of want to just get into it. Some of these things are happening for a reason. Um, yeah, yeah. Some of these things are definitely they're happening for a reason. Okay. They're happening for a reason. And if one gets down astrologically, we can see these things, right? I'm not here to try to convince people that astrology is real. You all know where I stand with things. I'm not here to convince anybody of that, but I just want to show people. I just want to show people, what they may or may not be paying attention to. So let me bring up this chart. Okay, let me bring up. Let me just we're gonna save this because I have the chart here. I have the chart here. So let's remove this one and then let me bring this other one in so we can get right into it. Okay, share screen, window. We're going here. Okay. Let me know when you can see the chart. Okay. Let me know when you can see the chart. Listen, there are a lot of things going on, and there are a lot of things going on. But before we get into that, I do want to say, let me shout out this person. So I want to shout out to um there was someone by the name of Jennifer. Jennifer blessed me on the Cash App the other day. I appreciate you, Jennifer. Um and Yeah, Jennifer blessed me on the Cash App. And I appreciate Jennifer's. Natasha blessed me on the Cash App. A couple of times. Tracy Summers did, and Sunray did. So I just want to make sure I'm shouting those people out because they did bless me on the Cash App, and I appreciate your generosity. Okay, so here we can see the chart. Okay, y'all can see the chart. Okay, so this is Donald Trump's chart. All right, this is his chart. Um, this is his natal chart when he was born, right? And I don't know if you all noticed, but here we want to look right here at we want to look right here up here at his 10th house. We want to look at this 10th house. Now, if you all remember the Donald Trump reading, the chart reading that I did before, I talked about everything in his chart, right? But here in his 10th house, okay, his midheaven is in Taurus. And if you see the little dot right here, that's Algol. Algol is a fixed star. And Algol, if you're an astrologer, you all know what's happening. So tomorrow, Monday, July 15th, Algol, this little fixed star that is associated with um dark feminine energy, it's associated with hectic and chaotic energy. This star is associated with pretty much energetics of like the Tower card from tarot. Okay, that's what this fixed star is associated with. Okay, and Algol is always fixed in Taurus. Okay, Algol is always in Taurus, but as you can see here in his chart, Algol is 25 degrees, his midheaven is 24 degrees. Now, why is this important? Okay, because tomorrow, July 15th, Algol is going to be conjunct with Mars and Uranus. Okay. Mars and Uranus are going to be conjunct with Algol. Okay. Uranus is hella coming out of nowhere energy. Uranus energy is here to shake things up. Uranus energy is that risky energy. Y'all know what Mars is all about. So let me just pull up the chart of what happened yesterday. Okay. Um, Listen, fake attempt or not, I'm not here to judge that. I'm just here to show you all. Okay. So let me just bring up, um, let me go to open. Um, Let me go to my charts. Because I have to open up the other chart. I have to open up the other chart. So let me, oh my goodness, where did it go? Did I lose it already? Because I was looking at this yesterday. I was looking at this yesterday. And yeah, it's quite interesting. So let me just bring that up. Let me just bring that up. What's today? Okay, so that was yesterday. Okay, so let me add this in so you all can see because I did find it quite interesting. Quite interesting. Okay. Okay. So now we can see. We can see this attempted event happened yesterday. He was in Butler, Pennsylvania. Okay. Butler, Pennsylvania. The attempted event happened at 6:11 p.m. So his birth chart is the inner ring. The event chart is the outer ring. I want you all to see what lines up directly on top of his midheaven. He is a Gemini. Yes, his sun is in Gemini. You can see it there. His sun is in Gemini at 22 degrees. Yes. Do you all see this? So, mhm. But see this conjunction, they're going to be exactly conjunct. Mars, Uranus, and Algol are going to be exactly conjunct, okay, tomorrow, July 15th. But again, this is the information for yesterday when this happened. When this happened, okay? You got war, okay? Mars is a fiery element. Mars is associated with war. Mars is associated with conflict. Okay, when we say gunshots, we sometimes say gunfire, right? Gunfire. That's Mars. This transiting energy is sitting right on top of his midheaven. Algol is always there. It just depends on if you pull it up on the software or not. But Algol is there. It's right there. I added it to this chart because this is tying in with this conjunction that's happening tomorrow. The exact conjunction is tomorrow, July 15th. And with conjunctions, you can start feeling their energy depending on how wide the orb is. You can start feeling that energy a week to a few days before, and a week to a few days, even sometimes up to 2 weeks after a conjunction. Okay. This planned, not planned, whether you like him, don't like him, baby, if he had an astrologer, I don't know if he did or if he didn't, baby, you in danger. You are in danger. Okay. You got Uranus, the energy that is upheavals paired with the energy of a fixed point that is often called a demon. Algol, this fixed point, is often called a demon star. Algol is often called a demon star. Paired up with Mars, sitting on top of this man's midheaven. Like I said, I don't know if the man has an astrologer or not, but baby, if he doesn't, he probably should get one. He probably should get one because Ronald Reagan, okay, his wife, she sure was consulting the astrologer. She was consulting the astrologer, okay? She was consulting the astrology. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, sometimes Algol, Algol is associated with Lilith energy, with Medusa energy, associated with I mean, depending on what you read, Algol is literally called a demon star, a demon point, a fixed point. Okay. So, I mean, like I said, I don't know who he has, what he has. I don't know. But if he had an astrologer, his astrologer, either, that there are, some people think this is a fake attempt. Some people think it's not. Either way, he either had an astrologer or but this right here, baby, you in danger. You in danger. You in danger. This conjunction is going to be exact tomorrow at 26 degrees. Okay, we just waiting for Mars to because Mars is the fastest moving of these three. But we're really just waiting for it's going to be exact tomorrow. The conjunction is going to be exact tomorrow. But this is sitting right on top of his midheaven. Okay? This is sitting right on top of his midheaven. Um This is sitting right here. That I use whole sign. I use whole sign when I calculate my charts. This is sitting. This is a very dangerous time in public. And what did we see? Exactly what it was. A very dangerous time for him to be in public. Okay. Like I said, whether you think it's a setup, Jam says you think it's a setup. Authentically, Erica says being in danger indicates that it wasn't fake. Listen, eh, either he has an astrologer or he doesn't. But either way, especially with this 10th house, this is the 10th house. This is usually going to be like your career, very, very public facing. It's above the horizon. These this this algol Uranus Mars conjunction in itself is very combustible, it's very erratic, um it's very it has the potential for very malefic events, right? Yeah. So like I said, hearing this yesterday, seeing this yesterday, I was just like, let me pull up an event chart and let me just see. Let me just pull up the transit and see what was going. This is exactly yeah. Like I said, I don't know if he has an astrologer. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But baby, this is such a literal chart. It's very, very literal. Um, so here's the thing, and I'm gonna get to some of these questions. So give me 1 second. Um, here's the thing. It was very, very dangerous. It could have been, it absolutely could have been worse. Um, it absolutely could have been worse. It absolutely could have been worse. The thing about it though, right? Um, the thing about it though was that he did have some protection. He did have some protection. Um, he did have some he did have some protection here. Let me see. Hey, Erica J. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah. This Jupiter actually pretty much saved him. This Jupiter pretty much saved him. If you're looking at the chart, okay, he has transiting Jupiter is sitting in this 11th house and it's in there compacted, sitting on top of, it's not quite, this is a very, 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 very wide orb. This transiting Jupiter at 10 degrees of Gemini as of yesterday. Okay, his natal sun is at 22 degrees of Gemini. But this Jupiter, this is what saved him. This is what saved him. That is exactly what saved him. Okay? Because remember, when you have a day chart, the most positive planet is Jupiter. But the most negative planet for a day chart is Mars. So this could have been way, way worse. This could have been way, way, way worse. This could have been way worse. This Jupiter is really what saved him. This Jupiter is really what saved him. I mean, it's you know, let me see what y'all saying. Jam says I think it's a setup. Leela Lady says if it was a setup, it's messed up because someone lost their life. Do I think it was protected? I think that when it's truly people's time to go, they go. He isn't gone. So whether it was magic, whether it was the astrology, he's still here. So it wasn't his time. Listen, yeah, go back to my natal reading on him and you definitely will understand that. You know, I don't know what to think But I also know that per his natal chart, he will do anything to win. So, Jam says Satan protects his children too. Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, but yeah. So, this right here again, people, I think it would be good for those of you to, maybe learn astrology or at least learn enough for yourself. Because again, if he had an astrologer, the astrologer may have told him maybe tomorrow's not a good day. Tomorrow may not be a good day for you to be in public. Okay. Something else I want to show you all as it pertains to this. Now, most people do not understand um, or have not even heard of uh, astrocartography. And astrocartography is really, looking at, you know, how you may find some of the best happiness in the world um, for yourself. Okay. How you may find some of the best happiness in the world for yourself. Okay. Depending on where your location is on the planet. Okay. It is a thing. It is a study, right? So I want to show you all something else too. Let me bring this in. I'm going to share another window. I'm going to remove this chart and I'm going to share another window. Astrocartography. So let me stop this screen and let me present another one. Okay. I want to present this screen to you just to show you all that the astrology be astrology. Okay. Okay. So his birthday, and this is astrocartography map for him. Okay, he was born on June 14th, 1946 at 10:54 a.m. in Queens, New York. Okay, June 14th, 1946, 10:54 a.m. Queens, New York. Now, if you search for the planet, I just searched for Mars. And this is, you can pull up your own astrocartography map as well. You can Google it and bring one up for yourself. It's very easy to do. But let me bring this in. Okay. I want to zoom in so you all can see something. Okay, we're at 100% right now. Let's go to 300%. Okay. So okay, what I did was, and oh my goodness, there is such a lag. It's pretty ridiculous. Okay. So again, you can see this is his birthday. He was, let me share this screen. Let me share the next screen. He was, um, okay, you all can see this screen. Okay, so if you look at the astrocartography, again, this is his birthday, June 14th, 1946. Okay. If you look at the location of where Butler, Pennsylvania is, this is pretty much the rough coordinates for Butler, Pennsylvania. 40 degrees, 50 minutes north, 79 degrees, 56 west. Okay. That's pretty much that. If we look at that and entered in those coordinates, okay, this is the astrocartography chart. Okay. You will see this here. Mars is right here on the ascendant for this place. Once again, this is locational danger. He was in danger in that place. He was in danger in that place. Okay. He was in danger. He was in danger. Okay. He was in danger. So like I said, again, you either have an astrologer or you don't. And yeah, again, I don't know if this was I'm not gonna say if it was planned. I'm not gonna say if it wasn't planned. I don't think that whether you like the guy or not, um, yeah, I don't think that's a good look, assassinations. But yeah, he was in danger. So people, go on ahead and learn yourself some astrology, learn yourself some astrocartography, so you can kind of see where it may be safe for you, where it may be safe for you, and where you may want to be able to live your best life. Because baby, he was in danger. Astrologically, energetically, he was in danger yesterday. And like I said, this is the astrocartography line. This is these are the coordinates roughly geographically for Butler, Pennsylvania, the 40 degrees, this right here, that's roughly Butler, Pennsylvania, baby. This Mars on this ascendant, the danger on the rise, he was in danger. He was in danger. He was in danger. So, like I said, I'm not here to say Q is not here to personally say that it was fake or not. I'm just here to present the energetics, the astrology, the energetics surrounding this. He was definitely in danger. Hey girl. He was definitely in danger. Yeah, astrocartography. The astrology of locations, also called relocation astrology. Yeah, the astrocartography. So, hey girl, how you doing? So yeah, like I said, I find this very, very interesting. Very, 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 very interesting that the energetics of the astrology matches up with the energetics of what happened or what was planned or what someone wanted to happen yesterday. The energetics definitely line up. So yeah. I will answer a couple of your questions via tarot. I'm not going to be here long, um, because I do have to get ready to go. Um, I do have to get ready to go. But yeah. What do you all think of that so far? What do you think about this? What do y'all think about the astrology literally showing the immense potential for danger? Because I find it fascinating. I find it fascinating. Again, President Reagan, his wife Nancy, she went, after the attempted assassination on him, she was consulting an astrologer. Okay, they didn't make it widely known. It was definitely frowned upon for an astrologer to be associated with the position of the presidency of the United States. But she was a wife who loved her husband, and she was using the astrologer to do whatever she could for her husband, right, president or not, right? Um, but what do you all think about this information that you've just seen? It is very interesting. It is very, very interesting. But the astrology does what it does, and the astrology does what it does. It shows us, and in this sense, it was very, very literal. The thing about this is with this Mars Uranus conjunction with Algol, the fixed point Algol is that um, this is very potent energy, and we've seen some of this energy over the years, especially as it pertained to World War II. And we've seen this energy somewhat around the time of the American, Revolution in the 1700s. Um, because Uranus is in Taurus, and you know, the majority of the times that Uranus moved into Gemini, the United States was at war. So if you think about where we are right now, United States as a country, this is a presidential candidate with a presidential election in the fall. And Uranus, it's making its way close, close, close um, into Gemini. Uranus will be in Gemini next year. So, and like I said, the United States has been at war, whether it's fighting other people or a civil war. So, all of this energy, the frantic energy, the static energy of feeling like we don't know what's going on, things are crazy out here, especially as it pertains to this election and this country moving forward. All this is definitely connected. This is definitely connected. Okay. This is definitely connected. So I'm not gonna be here too long. Yeah, it is crazy. I'm not gonna be here too long. Like I said, to as far as questions go this evening. But yeah, some people do have some questions. And again, someone asked if I was gonna read on this. And we'll I'll just take, like I said, a couple of questions. I do ask that if you haven't, please do me a favor and like the video for me, because this is more than just, will you get your black back blown out. This is pertinent information, right? So um Donna has the first question, and she asks, was this a warning shot done by forces we don't see? That's very loaded because there are many forces that we don't see, both physical and non-physical. But I think, personally, I think that all of this has to do with it ties into the future of this country and what this country is going to have to go through to get right. Um, I mean, it just is what it is, right? This was not a warning shot. This was something that was supposed to happen. It actually, okay, not supposed to happen, but the thought process of getting rid of this man, this is something that has been floating around for a long time, but this was just the opportune time. Um, and no, but no, it wasn't by forces we don't see. This is by earthly forces. This was done by people. This has nothing to do with juju or magic or whatever. So was this a warning shot done by forces we don't see? No. This is, I don't want to say the culmination, but this is something that someone has wanted to happen or potentially happen for a long time. This is something that was planned for a little while. Okay. Um yeah, I forgot her name. I forgot their astrologer's name, but she was from San Francisco. She just passed recently. She just passed recently, like within the last 5 years or so. She recently passed. But yeah, she was from San Francisco. Their Reagan's astrologer was a woman. Okay. Will they try again? Whoever it is, will whoever it is try again? I from what I'm seeing here, I don't think they will try again. I think that n- people may plan out, but they may not execute. I don't think people will try again. I mean, listen, not being super mammy for her man. I mean, the thing about it is when you have someone who does love you, okay, you are in a good and happy marriage. Both of you protect each other, okay? So the mammying only really comes when you're mammying for degenerates people who don't take care of you, things like that. Um, but when there is someone that you love and you all are happy together in your happy, stable, flourishing, faithful marriage, Okay. Yes, you do things for each other. So I wouldn't call that mamming. That was my husband's in the spotlight all the time. What can I do to protect him? And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Especially when you have someone in a position like that. I think that's fair. Um, thank you, girl. Yeah, I'm seeing that as the extent of it. I'm seeing this as the extent of it. It is really crazy. Okay, El Boogie says, "Do you think someone elite knew the astrological significance and staged the event without?" I mean, it's definitely possible. I mean, if you're asking my opinion, it's possible because just like I can pull up his astrology chart, anyone else can, right? Um, when you are people like this is why, like celebrities and stuff like that, there are a bunch of, natal chart readings and transit readings and, progressions and stuff being done. Um, when you all you need is someone's birth date, location, and time to pull up astrological information. So do I think someone elite knew this astrological significance? I do, because astrology it's a thing, right? Just like, the British royals. Listen, the way that their family events line up with major astrological happenings, you can't tell me they don't have an astrologer. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if they deny it from now until kingdom come. The royals had an astrologer, especially the royals of like the 1700s, the 1600s, the 1500s. Okay. Astrology used to be taught in college in England. So, like I said, I don't care what nobody say. Them people had astrologers. And like I said, if you know, and I may have to do a series on the royals, just looking the way that stuff is. Listen, them people know. Okay. Okay. So Donna asks, how does Biden feel about the situation? He doesn't really. He doesn't. He's emotional about it. He's as emotional as he's supposed to be about it. And he's trying to see what he can do about it. He is, yeah, he feels a way about it. He's not happy about it. He feels a way about it. And he's trying to see what he can do. He's not happy about it though. No, he's not happy about it, but he does feel some type of way about it, and he's trying to see what he can do, about it. So yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, one of my Pac-Man shirt. Yeah, I appreciate that, Tan John. Yeah, it's interesting. Once that kid upon, yeah, now that's the interesting part. That's the interesting part. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. So from what I'm looking at here, yeah, from what I'm looking at here, yeah, this person was supposed to go down for the cause. Yeah, it's sad. You're so silly, girl. Yeah, I have information on this. I have information on this. There are so many videos that I need to make, but I have information about this. But yeah, that was definitely a sacrifice. That I think the news reports are saying that he was 20 years old, maybe 21. That was a sacrifice. That was a sacrifice. And listen, this happening is definitely a catalyst for whatever is going to come for us here in the United States. This is a catalyst. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Cuz yeah, this was the yeah. I can't even begin to tell you the energetics that I feel about this by looking at these cards. It's almost like the person who sacrifices himself for the cause, or like when a captain goes down with their ship, or the energetics is like that. But this is definitely catalyst. This is catalyst energy, and this is major catalyst energy. We have this judgment card right here. The US is definitely on the precipice of something, okay? Do I want it to be war? No, I don't. But the United States is definitely on the precipice of something, especially as it pertains to this presidential election. So, but yeah, he is not speaking against Project 2025. He is not. There's video of him talking about the Heritage Foundation and what they're going to potentially do for the United States. So remember, if you go back to the natal chart reading that I did about him, this man says anything to win, anything to get his way. Okay. He says anything to get his way. Make sure you all go back and look at that natal chart reading that I did on him. He says anything to get his way. Okay. But let me go here. Was this man groomed to do this by the heart? And listen, I'm not the Secret Service, I'm not the FBI. All of this is just esoteric entertainment. Okay. But please, 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 please make sure that you like this video, and share it with someone who may need to see this, because things are getting very interesting. Things are getting very interesting. Things are getting very interesting. I don't see this as grooming. No, I don't see this as grooming by higher ups. Mm-mm. The question is, who was his circle of people? Okay. Energetically, I feel like he had a circle of people. I don't necessarily believe they were higher ups, but as far as the success of this, he wasn't meant to be successful. He wasn't meant to be successful. Okay, now I've never been shot at. I don't know what that's like. I don't know what it's like to be grazed by, I stay out of danger. But everything has happened the way it was supposed to happen. Okay. This attempt was meant to be unsuccessful. But the question is, who are these other people around him, if any? We don't know if they'll ever be found, if this will ever come up in an investigation. I don't know. I just kind of saw the news yesterday. I haven't even really gotten deep into everything because every news outlet, newspaper, and whatever is going to, start listen. But I wonder who his group was, his trusted group. I don't think he was, according to what I'm seeing here, I don't think this was quote unquote a lone gunman. Groomed, but no, I don't see grooming. I don't see grooming here. Jam says, I agree. Q, he was 20 and non-existent online and social media. That alone is a red flag. For a young person to not, if this is true, for a young person to not have social media and they're 20, yeah, that's interesting. Let me see. I didn't, Kevin. Let me go back and try and see it. Let me see. Where was your question? Okay, you said no alcohol in this perk chart. Laura Jam. Okay, Kevin, last thing I see from you here says this is really crazy. That's the last thing that I see from you. I don't see anything else in here. Your question did not come through, Kevin, so go ahead and type it again. This is interesting. Let me see. Yeah, and I saw that. Let me see here. I'm looking through my iPad to see if I see it because I don't see it on StreamYard. So let me see. Isa says Lisa saw it in the stars before it happened, so that was why. Yeah, if anyone, you can be an astrologer and just look at all of this yourself. Yeah, YouTube is a race. I didn't do that. I don't see your question at all. Okay, I just see this one here. I see that you say you reposted it. I see you say YouTube is erasing my questions, my comments in general. But no, I didn't get your question. I did not delete it and I don't see it, Kevin. So we all know how the tube is being. Okay, so Donna asked, do they want him out because they want a different face to lead their agenda for next year? No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. This so this man is perfect because um he thinks to win for himself, but he's not a tactician. He thinks to win for him. So he's perfect. So the answer to your question is no. They want to keep him because he's not a tactician and he is going to serve their interests, their interest and their monetary interest moving forward. So the answer to the question is no. Yeah, it's very crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, this question I see, Kev. This question I see. Yeah, be careful of the words you use. I'm not even sure if I'll be monetized for this, so be careful of the words that you use. So choose your words wisely and try not to put his name if you don't have to. Okay. Okay, Kevin asks, how will they use this attempt to further pursue the takeover of the government? Yeah. Okay. So this will be potentially used. Yeah, I hear you, Donna. Yeah. Yeah. I hear you, Donna. Yeah. I just did this really quick because I'm not monetized on Rumble. So this is really where I can get paid for my work, which is here on YouTube. I'm not monetized on Rumble. So yeah, I don't know how that works on Rumble yet. But yeah. So okay. How will they use this? This is fear mongering. This is fear mongering. This is going to be a fear monger and a trauma bond. That's how they're going to use this. Fear mongering and a trauma bond. Okay. Saying that whoever this is trying to disrupt um the harmony of the government, and they're going to use it saying like, if obviously if someone's trying to get rid of him, then obviously he's the right candidate, right? So that's what they're going to do. They're going to use this as a trauma bond. They're going to use this to mentally um not incite fear, but just stress like, see. They're going to twist it and use it mentally. But this is going to be a mental trauma bond. Obviously, they're going to say, if they're trying to get rid of someone, then obviously he's doing something right. And they're going to use this to try to the trauma bond that will bring more and more people together. Okay? That's how that's going to be. That's how that's going to be. Let's come together and trauma bond, okay, over this. So yeah. Mhm. Okay, so Isis asks, he's been bearing out with him more. Is the family about to be the next K type group? Oh, that's facts, Donna. That's facts. That is facts. Absolute facts. That's fact. I got you. I got you, Isis. I got you, Isis. Yeah, make sure that you all choose your words wisely. Y'all know I'm not dumb. I can read and understand exactly what you mean when you choose your words wisely. So, okay, here we are again. Mm. This is this is no. This is one of the biggest mind F's that's out here running. This is a nationwide mind F. We just saw this one. We just saw this one. We saw this one too. This is a nation. This is a mind F. This is a mental um psychological game that's being played right now. That's what this is. Is their family about to be the next one? No. But all of this is mental psychological games. That's what this is. And they're done to spur action. Okay. These are mental psychological games. They're done to spur action. But even though I know he likes to win, and even sometimes I underestimate this part, make no mistake about it. There are people who are he's a marionette. Okay. There are people in his background, people around him that knows how to pull strings. Okay. He likes to make it seem that it's just him. But this is a there is a psychological mind game being played on this country, and especially via social media, okay, with everything that's going on. So make sure that you all are hip to the games that are happening out here. Um, but are they gonna be that next type of family? No, not the next type of family. But understand that the energetics around this, this is a mental game. This is a psychological game, and you got to be hip to the game. Okay. The first card, yeah. It is rough. One has to be you have to be of mental fortitude to really truly understand what's going on. Exactly. Yep. Mhm. Exactly. Absolutely. 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 And listen, as it pertains to P25, right? Because I'm going to choose my words correctly. As it pertains to P25, I'm going to call it Alphabet 25. As it pertains to Alphabet 25, I started reading through it. I started reading through it. Some of it, okay, some of it I agree with, but they are making sure that they understand the pain points. Okay, they are making sure that they understand the pain points and putting those pain points inside of Alphabet 25, okay, to address the pain points. They are addressing some pain points in Alphabet 25, but one people are going to fall for the addressing of the individual pain points of Alphabet 25 instead of the overall reach, the overall big kahuna of what it is. Okay. Like I said, looking through it, I can see how some people are going to be like, yes, I'm cool with this because it does address some things, even some things that we have talked about, some things that Nyla has talked about, some things that Taz has talked about. It does address some of those pain points, but just the overall people are not going to see the overall big kahuna of what it is. They're going to look at those individual pain points and they're going to vote for those pain points, not necessarily understanding what it does to everyone. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So I went to the website and I just, I started looking through things. They have things line item by line item, this office, this department of such and such, such and such, such and such. Okay, addressing some things like addressing the how do I say this? Addressing the mew in sports. The mew, those who are mew. going into sports, right? Bumping the people who are supposed to be in those sports out of the sports because one day they wake up and feel like there's something else. Yeah, it there are plans to address that. Okay. It's called protecting women's sports. There are plans to address that in there. But baby, like I said, the overall big kahuna of what it is, it's still here. See, you'll delete it on YouTube, but you can't delete it on ScreenYard. I'll still see it on ScreenYard. It's all good, girl. I got you. Yeah. So yeah. So like I said, this is overall this is very interesting. Um, it's very, very interesting. Um, yeah, absolutely. It's very, very interesting. But so I want everyone to make sure they are paying attention. Pay close attention to things that are happening. Um, I do see a lot more conversations now about Alphabet 25. Um, but I was talking to some people last week and they've known about it for years. Right. I've known about it for a while. But just like we say, when there are conversations about certain things, that's when, you get the pushback. But if we talk about BBL Drizzy, that's fine all day. Okay, that's fine all day. Okay, so um, Kevin says, I just read that that person was a Christian Republican who thought that he was Antichrist. Is ha, I've seen conversations about that too. I've seen the conversations about that. Um, and I've seen the conversations say no. I mean, remember Obama was supposed to be this person. Obama was supposed to be, but let's see. It's all good, ISIS. It's all good, ISIS. No, he's not. He's not. There's there's too much. No. Mm-mm. Him is doing whatever he can for his pockets. I know. I know Obama wasn't, but there were so many people saying that Obama was. So many people saying that Obama was. But no. Mm-mm. No, he's not. He's not fulfilling that. Mm-mm. He doing whatever he can for money and to sustain himself. So now, see, talk about him implementing things. He's not in office yet. We see, he's not in office yet. We don't know who's going to be in office. I'm thinking about, do I even want to do a predictive reading on the presidential election? I don't even know if I want to do that or not because astrologically, it really could go either way, and energetically, it could go either way, right? I think we're still too far out for me to even try to pull on that. But to answer your question, no. I'll have to see if I want to do that because, like, as of right now, things are crazy. Things are crazy right now. Yeah, things are crazy right now. Yeah, so, but yeah, so yeah, everything is so up in the air. I mean, it can go for Trump, it could go for Biden, it really could go for either one of them. It really, really could. Um, it really, really could. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, it really could. So everything is definitely up in the air. Everything is definitely up in the air. So um yeah, I just wanted to and just just going back to the all go That fixed point algol, which is always in Taurus, how that point and the energetics of the Mars, Uranus, conjunction, I have, I'm trying to look at the charts myself to see how it could potentially affect um Biden. If so, I've seen some conversations online because, I'm part of the astrology community or whatnot. I've seen lots of conversations about that, but I'm trying to look at things myself. I will say that um this event that happened yesterday is definitely linked to Mars Uranus algol conjunction. The volatility of that. And those of us, like I said, we were kind of looking at that, a little while ago. I meant to do my monthly update of what was happening astrologically in July, because you all know I was at a conference. Um, I just got back Thursday, but I meant to do that. So that's my bad for not getting it up there because like I said, I was just busy trying to go to that conference. But yeah, we've been looking at, so we're gonna see what the rest of these events are gonna be for, the next couple of weeks or so. But yeah, this attack yesterday definitely is algol Mars Uranus conjunction energy. It really is that. So yeah, it's so up in the air. Okay. This is gonna be the last question, then I'm gonna go. Because I didn't want to be here long with you all. I just wanted to show you all the astrology and the energy of it. But this is gonna be the last question, and I'm gonna go. And thank you for putting the percent sign in there, Kevin. I appreciate you. Mm. Oh, Kevin always come with the questions that bring in the energy. Okay, so yes and no. Yes and no. This is what's presented to the world. This is who's presented to the world. But I think there may or may not be someone else involved. There may or may not be someone else involved. Because make no mistake about it, this is an emotional and an attempted unaliving of anyone of that rank. It's something emotional and heartfelt. Whether you like the person or not, something like that is seen as an attack, okay, against that position and against the country, right? So this is meant to pull. It's meant to pull. Okay, it's meant to pull emotionally. It's meant to elicit a certain type of response. I have to go to the social medias and see what's going on. Of course, there are a bunch of bots out there, but I have to go be nosy and see what's going on. So this is definitely meant to elicit a response, to elicit an emotional response. Remember, I talked about the trauma bonding. Someone asked a question earlier. This is meant to trauma bond in a weird type of way, but what's being presented to us, I really feel like there's someone else. Remember, I told you, like, what is someone asked the question earlier, and it was at Three of Cups there, and it was just like, okay, so who are these other people? What other people potentially in this person's circle, or who this person may have been talking to? Energetically, it doesn't feel like this is something that this person cooked up themselves. Um, and I don't want to generalize, I don't want to stereotype, but um most 20-year-olds are not of the capacity to do such a thing like this, especially these 20-year-olds. Okay. Like I said, I don't want to stereotype. There are plenty of intelligent, driven 20-year-olds out here doing the damn thing in life. But if we're talking about the age that we live in, okay, the panini 4 years ago when the panini was happening, this person was still in high school. Okay. Did you make it out of high school? What do your grades look like? Did you lose any of that learning capacity, not being in a school with your peers to learn from social interactions? You kind of see where I'm going here, right? I really feel like there may be some other people involved, um, but that this is presented to us right now because right now we're going with the emotion of what was supposed to happen, right? Again, 4 years ago during the panini, this person was in high school, struggling through high school, or whatever. So, but this is just what this is right here. I kind of feel like energetically things are still very muddled. Things are still muddled right now. The national emotional response is, oh my god, you know quick, 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 let's get rid of these people. The crime is solved, right? So I feel like that there's more behind the scenes. Maybe we'll see it, maybe we don't, but that's what I feel. Okay. So, you know, yeah, very, 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 very interesting indeed. Very, very interesting indeed. Either way, astrologically, there was danger for that man yesterday. I showed you all the astrological proof of how there was danger for that man yesterday, including the astrocartography line where Mars was sitting on the ascendant of his time in Butler, Pennsylvania yesterday. So, astrologically, he wasn't danger. I agree. I agree. I very much so agree. So, let me just lift this up so I can see what's going on here. Yeah, no, I fully, fully agree. I fully, fully agree. So yeah. Um, yeah, I fully, fully agree. So, um, that was pretty much what I wanted to share with you all because things are getting more and more interesting day by day, right? So it is very interesting. Very, very interesting. But yeah, astrologically, the energy was there. Astrologically, the energy was there. So, like I said, I just want to share that with you all. Share that with you all. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate you, boo. Yeah. So, like I said, you all can jump down in the comment section and let me know what you think, or if you find any articles or something that I should read, go ahead and put it down in the comment section. But I'm going to go. I'm going to get out of here. Just want to share that with you all. Okay. Traveling tomorrow. So I will be back Tuesday with something for you. We'll get into something on Tuesday together. It'll be earlier in the day, probably around 11:30 in the morning California time. Something like that. So I'm going to see you all Tuesday. And yeah, like I said, it's getting very, 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 very interesting. So I love you all. I'm gonna go. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. And I'm gonna see you on the flip side. Yeah, definitely stay tuned for sure. No, I hear you, Kevin. I hear you, Kevin. I hear you. It's very interesting. It's very, very interesting. So I love y'all. Yeah, I'm just going to LA. We're going to LA tomorrow. So we're going to LA. It's just a 5-hour drive from here. So I appreciate you all. I love y'all. I love you all. So yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna see y'all on the flip side. Bye.